Before talking specifically about Kindle Spy, I wanted to talk with you about a specific way to make your book findable on Amazon. Now, if you think about the places in which people look for books, they may be out on Google doing book searches, but I'm going to tell you it's more likely, if they are a Kindle reader, which many people are, that they're going to be searching for their books on Amazon. And let's take a look at the many opportunities that they have to search on Amazon. First, here we are at the base Amazon page. I can go up here to Kindle e-readers and go to Kindle books. And from here I have several search paths, the Select 25, the top books for $3.99. You know what? Unless you're a top seller already on Amazon, none of this matters to you. You're not going to show up here. So it's great that it's here, but you want to know where you're going to be found? Up here in the search bar. This is a big area in which Kindle readers look for books. Now we're in the Kindle ebook store, and I'm going to show you the key to several components, naming several components when it comes to filling in the KDP screen of publishing your book. Whenever a reader types in a search string, Amazon attempts to help them to complete that search string by displaying search completion strings. Let me demonstrate. I'm going to look for something such as paranormal and see what shows up. And you can see that Amazon is trying to help me complete my search by suggesting further strings to add to my search string. These completions are what most people who search for books, which is where you're going to get most of your hits, this is what they're looking for. And guess what? Amazon even orders it in order of popularity. So the most popular string in paranormal is romance. Let's type it. The next, which is the next most popular, which would complete the string, is series for adults. Now there is a complete search string that if you include it in your title, subtitle, series name, or book description, which is the primary areas, book description to a much less degree, in which Amazon is going to look for the occurrence of these keywords. Oh, and also in your keywords for your book. So, what we're doing here is accumulating keywords we might use for our book. Now, what Kindle Spy is going to show us very soon is the popularity of these keywords. That's the thing you can't assess here. I can gather hundreds of keywords, and I can get a general idea by simply pressing enter here and seeing what the search results produce of just how much competition there is for it. But Kindle Spy makes it so much easier to see the competition and to rank keywords. And for you being found on Amazon, which is going to be the primary place that people look for Kindle books, not Google, not your website, they're going to be looking on Amazon for books. The more that you can dominate these keywords, the more that you can find keywords that generate revenue, that are not uber popular to the point that you can't compete in them, then the better you're going to do selling books. That's what this is all about. So, paranormal romance, that's one thing we might write down. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when you get into the Kindle Spy analysis of paranormal romance, you're going to find it's quite popular, and you don't want to get into that area for your title, subtitle, series name, description, or keywords. One of the things that I will do early in conceiving a book possibly Definitely when naming or figuring out keywords at least. And here I want to put this a little aside. I understand that there are artistic requirements, such as I don't want to name my book to make it popular. I've already got the book name, or I've got the series name. I understand that. So cut back as far as you have to. I don't want to infringe on your artistic control of what you're producing. This is all of the stuff that we can do to make it marketable. So if it's only keywords, that's fine. That's going to be a big up for you. If you can get keywords that can actually find you and that you can actually compete in. So here we're gathering keywords. And guess what? When it comes to gathering, I always like to bring up a simple text editor. And here I'll start accumulating the various keywords that I found. And I'll expand them as far as I can. Realize that paranormal romance is actually 2 keywords. It's actually 3. It's paranormal, it's romance, and it's paranormal romance. Now, it's primarily paranormal because that's the first word, and it's paranormal romance because that's the longest word. Romance is lesser because it's the second word. But all of this comes into the search criteria. So I would gather paranormal romance here in my editor. Then I would go on to continue my keyword search. Let's say we have a book about dogs. Here we have dog. Okay, the first thing is going to be training. That's the most popular thing that people are searching for on Amazon related to dogs. Training. That's not surprising. I've owned a dog, and I would believe that. Dog books, dog stories are not that far down below. Let's expand it to books. In software, free for kids. That's interesting. So dog books for kids, maybe, or for adults, or for kids 9 to 12 is even better. That dominates a whole bunch of keywords. So I would write down that keyword, and I would use it at least for a keyword. You have 7 keywords you can assign to a book. 1 title, 1 subtitle, 1 series name, a bunch of words in your book description that matter a lot less than these other categories, and then you've got 7 keywords, and that's what people are going to use to find your book. You probably brushed it aside in the past if you ran through KDP quickly, but now we're actually going to slow down and understand what should be put in those fields. In my case, it would be dog books for ages 9 through 12. Not free. Sorry, the book isn't free. So go through and look at the keyword completion database. It's going to be displayed for you as you enter keywords that relate to your book. Open up an editor. It could be Notepad. It could be whatever the writer is on your Macintosh, and gather keywords. So dog books. I know there was more to that, but I lost it. So keep gathering these keywords. And the next step that we're going to go through is we are going to look at, eventually we're going to look at, and in a later step, we're going to look at using Kindle Spy to evaluate these keywords as far as competition. And that kind of completes it. If you use this method to select your keywords, your title, your series, and so on, and then you run it through Kindle Spy to do analysis as far as competition, revenue, the amount of possibilities or potential of this keyword, then you are doing the best you can to be found in the world. Okay? So it's worth the, whatever it is, $47, I think, for buying Kindle Spy. And I'll see you in the next lecture.